Bouncing back from failure, what icons teach us about starting over. Failure doesn't knock politely, it barges in. One day you're fine, the next your marriage is over, your job's gone, or the dream you built your life around has collapsed. And when that happens, the worst part isn't the loss, it's the voice in your head asking, is this it? But what if failure isn't the end of your story? What if it's the plot twist that changes everything? Today, we're looking at what bouncing back from failure really looks like. Not the Instagram version, but the real, messy kind, through the lives of 4 women who hit rock bottom and rebuilt anyway. In this video, we're breaking down what bouncing back from failure actually means and what it doesn't. Then we'll look at 4 iconic women, Mary J. Blige, Halle Berry, Oprah Winfrey, and J.K. Rowling. Different lives, different struggles, but one powerful common thread. These aren't overnight comeback stories. They're about heartbreak, rejection, self-doubt, and the quiet decision to keep going anyway. If you're starting over, feeling stuck, or wondering whether it's too late, this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to Her Sphere. I'm so glad to have you here. Please can you like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And let's get straight into the video. What bouncing back really means. Let's get one thing straight. Bouncing back from failure isn't pretending everything's fine. That's not resilience, that's avoidance. Real resilience means feeling the loss, admitting it hurt, and still choosing not to stop your story there. It's crying in your car, eating cereal for dinner 3 nights in a row, having late-night conversations with yourself that would sound unhinged out loud. You don't have to bounce back fast or gracefully. You just have to bounce. Even if it's messy, even if you don't know where you're going yet. Mary J. Blige, turning pain into power. Mary J. Blige didn't just sing about pain, she lived it. In 2016, her marriage ended publicly and painfully. Betrayal, financial devastation, humiliation played out in headlines. But instead of disappearing, Mary did something powerful. She created. Her album Strength of a Woman wasn't polished healing, it was raw truth. She worked while she was still hurting. Therapy, faith, and honesty carried her forward. Mary's story reminds us, you don't have to be healed to move forward. Sometimes the work is the healing. Halle Berry, breaking the cycle. From the outside, Halle Berry looks untouchable. But behind the glamour are multiple failed marriages and relentless public scrutiny. Instead of blaming bad luck, Halle looked inward. She noticed patterns. Same relationship, different packaging. And that self-awareness changed everything. Bouncing back isn't always about starting again. Sometimes it's about starting differently. Asking uncomfortable questions. Sitting with hard truths. Growth isn't glamorous, but it's transformative. Oprah Winfrey, when rejection redirects you. Before Oprah was Oprah, she got fired. At 22, she was told she was too emotional for news. Career over, or so it felt. But that rejection pushed her into morning television, where her empathy became her superpower. The very thing that got her fired became the foundation of her success. Sometimes failure isn't a stop sign, it's a detour. You weren't wrong, you were just in the wrong place. J.K. Rowling, building from rock bottom. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter while broke, depressed, and on welfare. She called herself the biggest failure she knew. But rock bottom gave her something unexpected. Clarity. With nothing left to lose, she wrote anyway. Cafes, napkins, rejection after rejection. 12 publishers said no. She didn't wait for confidence. She didn't wait for perfect conditions. She kept showing up. Rock bottom didn't end her story. It became the foundation. The shared lesson. Different women, different failures, same truth. You don't need to be healed to move forward. Resilience means changing how you show up. Rejection can be redirection. Rock bottom can be your foundation. None of these women avoided failure. They walked through it slowly, imperfectly, and persistently. The unglamorous truth. What you don't see are the nights they cried, the therapy sessions, the doubt, the boredom of trying again. Bouncing back isn't cinematic. It's repetitive, quiet, ordinary. It's choosing hope when hope feels naive. You don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to be willing. Willing to feel the pain without letting it consume you. Willing to believe this isn't the final chapter. Your next chapter. If you're in the middle of a failure right now, pause. You're allowed to feel awful. Sit with it. Then ask one question. What's one small thing I can do today to move forward? Not everything, just something. Progress doesn't have to be dramatic. It just has to exist. Final thoughts. Failure doesn't define you. How you respond to it does. Your story isn't over. You're still writing it. And the next chapter might be better than you think. So tell me, what's your story of bouncing back? Drop it in the comments. If this helped too, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. To learn more about this topic, check out the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.